There's so much baggage that kids bring to school every day, whether it be a terrible event that happened to them the night before, or a really significant trauma that happened to them years before. And all of those things can influence behavior. Without the proper information, I totally understand why teachers would feel lost, and why teachers might make the assumption that the behavior is nothing more than pure noncompliance or defiance. And so I think once we start asking the right questions and kind of move from a what's wrong with this child to how can I help this child perspective, what can I learn from this child, what do I need to know about this child, then we can start helping support the teachers more. Once we start talking about grade school, we have what are called family crisis therapists in the schools. And those are people who can identify families that are in need, whether it be outside resources in the community. In the middle schools, we have behavioral health consultants. And those are people who help identify challenging behaviors and either connect the family with resources or provide those resources on a one-on-one basis in the schools. And then high schools, we have wellness centers, and those wellness centers contract licensed professional mental health counselors in the community to provide support to the students and counseling as needed. What we know is that a lot of these behaviors, particularly in the early years, are a lack of skills, whether it be social skills or whether it be difficulty understanding conflict resolution. And so when we punish a kid who has a lack of skills, that doesn't allow them to develop that skill. So it's really important to understand why a behavior is happening before we immediately impart a punishment on that child. Because we interact with other people based on our own experiences, and our own experiences are not the person next to us. Especially when you're working with kids who don't really have a voice. We are their voice, we are their advocate. Opening up your mind to the possibility of what might be going on behind closed doors with this child. Understanding kind of the community that you live in and what other people in that community might be going through is really important if you're going to be in the helper profession.